Shall I
Yeah,
start?
yeah. Good to go.
Yeah. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I am Arvind Sami. I will be the Sergeant at Arms for our today's session. I welcome you all to 175th meeting of Puducherry Toastmasters Club. Before we begin, let me take a moment to mention some ground rules we follow in our Toastmasters Club. First, as Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. And next, if you are not speaking, please put yourself on mute. And next, if you are stepping out of the meeting, please kindly turn off your video. And before we begin, let me take a moment to remind us all of why we are here today. The core mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience by which members experience by which members can experience development in development in leadership and communication skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With these announce, I with this I announce this meeting is open and hand over this. I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer. Before hand over, I would take a moment to yeah, timid about him. He is a senior assistant vice president at Wells Fargo, and he is almost served as a Toastmasters for the past 5 years, and he is a Division D director in District County. Toastmaster Bilal, presiding officer Toastmaster Bilal, the stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arindasamy. Once again, I welcome everyone to Puducherry Toastmasters Club meeting number 175. Do we have any guests today before I start? Okay. So I can see no new guests today. So let me share some interesting tidbits. A mother and son joined a Toastmasters Club. A mother wants to overcome the stage fear, and the son wants to build confidence. During their first club contest, mother and son tried to compete in the same category, and the mother spoke about her sacrifice and struggles in life, and the son spoke about how she inspired him. Both spoke really well, and the club members were curious to know the result. When the results were announced, son won, and people wondered how the mother could react. But she smiled, stood up, and hugged her son and said, I didn't lose, I raised a winner. The room erupted in applause, not just for the speech, but for the spirit among the mother and son. Dear Toastmasters and guests, whether in Toastmasters or in life, success isn't always about winning a trophy. Sometimes it's about lifting others, even knowing that they will end up standing taller than us. With that note, I could like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the Day. She is one of the strong pillars of Puducherry Toastmasters Club, and she has served in various leadership roles as club level excom officer, area level leader, and also a past Division G director. With that, I could like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Teena. Over to you, Teena.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bilal, the presiding officer. Hey, Puducherry Toastmasters Club. Nice to see you on a new term starting on 2025 July, and I'm back after 2 years as a committed member of PTC, and it is a cherishing moment for me because I would love to start with a tidbit here. It's also a privilege to introduce our club mentor, who are officially we have her. We'll be talking more about her. She is a distinguished Toastmaster Aswathy, who has been a supporter and Toastmaster Aswin. These were the two pillars of Puducherry Toastmasters Club. I still remember the the ages when I started my demo meeting till now. It's been like 4+ years of transition of PTC members and also the club transition in a greater heights. So first of all, let me have a heartful thanks to Toastmaster Aswin and distinguished Toastmaster Aswathy. I would be requesting everyone to give a round applause for all these two pillars, because without these two, we are not here. And there is another member who is distinguished Toastmaster Manju Manohar. We'll be inviting her, as soon as possible. She was also a back route for, implementing this club here. Yes. So with this, let us start, with a, so what is the theme today? What is the theme we are going to discuss?
A new route find home.
Yes, that's right. Who was that?
Arul Jyoti.
Sorry?
Arul Jyoti, ma'am.
Oh, hi, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, any guesses of what we are going to talk about in this particular theme, or any idea? Anyone? No? Okay. Obviously, it's going to be a similarly like a prepared speech, but it's not. It's going to be a Toastmaster of the day. So, first of all, let me explain what is the role of Toastmaster of the day. So every regular meeting of Toastmaster consists of 3 segments. First part is obviously a prepared speech segment. The members of Toastmaster will be given the stage. They'll be preparing their script, coming back and delivering the speech with the co-Toastmasters, members in the inside the club. And second, we have an interesting fact. We call it as a 2-minute noodles. I call it even though. So that's table topics, where impromptu session where members will be given a chance to give an attempt to the on-spot questions, and they'll need to deliver their speech for 1 to 2 minutes of time. And third is very, very important and a key factor where Toastmaster believes a constructive evaluation for each and every member. We call it as an evaluation, where we have a set of people who is called timer, accountant, and grammarian. Hereafter, my humble request not for each and every member not to call these people a stack team. Let them, let us have it as timer, accountant, and grammarian. And we'll have second set of people who is going to be called as in speech evaluators. They're going to sit, evaluate the prepared speech members and give a positive and constructive feedback in a sandwich method. Yeah. So coming back to the theme, let us start with the opening. Yes, it's going to be where new roots find home. Since we have a special moment of education session and a new member induction, I really wanted to share this moment with everyone, because everyone says that I'm a very strong pillar of Puducherry and do not know what is the history behind. So I thought, let me share some tidbits here along with the Toastmaster of the Day role. So let me start. I have prepared a small, speech kind of thing. Let me start. Obviously, the roots we talk about a seed, right? I was also a small seed as a guest inside the Toastmaster meeting in 2021, April month. So I still remember the first meeting. I was not a speaker. I was not a leader. I was just guest seated at the back in the same place, watching, observing, and wondering, will I able to speak like all these people? We had a lot of demo sessions. When the table topic session began, it was a fire in me. Always my husband pushes me towards the table topics. But when I attempted, I could not organize my thoughts in the first attempt. I could not stay within time. I felt defeated before even I began. But then Toastmaster Ashwin and some of the experienced Toastmasters said, it's okay. It's very simple. It's not, it was very powerful too. They said, relax, try again, you will get it. And I did. That was an encouragement, when we attempt a first step towards our public speaking. Second, the routing, breakthroughs, and the belief what I had, when I started my icebreaker speech. So before we go into the second part of the routing of my seed inside Puducherry, let me invite our general evaluator for today's meeting. We have someone special. He is a power tool to unlock the human potential. That's how he call him. And we have Dr. Bharatidasan. He is an assistant manager in data management and holds a doctorate in data science. Recently, he was honored with the Trailblazer Award in therapeutic innovation, recognizing his unique approach to combining data insights and human development. His vision is to create a world where clarity leads to confidence and confidence leads to action. His mission is to empower people and organizations to make smarter decisions, simplify complexity, and inspire personal and professional growth. He is a lifelong learner, a passionate speaker, and a leader who believes that when we communicate with purpose and lead with heart, we inspire positive change in the world around us. So, with this note, let me invite our general evaluator, Dr. Bharati. Over to you, sir. Do we have him? No? He did not join? I could not hear anything.
I am bringing him. He didn't join it.
Oh my God, I read my
You join,
introduction.
Teena.
Okay, I didn't notice that. Okay. Fine.
That's why I messaged.
Let us go to the education session. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, done. So we'll start with the education session with the distinguished Toastmaster Aswathy, our immediate past club growth director of District 120. She is a former scientist and a national level Young Scientist Awardee. She is a scientific advisor in Mangrove Foundation of India and also the founder director of Success e-learning. She is also an author, passionate educator, and a public speaker. She is an instructional coach, training teachers, students, and working professionals. In Toastmasters, she started her journey as a charter president of Dynamic Leaders Forum, Toastmasters Club, and then served in various club officers roles, division, and district extended team. She was the area director in 2022 to 23, division director in 23 to 24, and now she was serving our club growth director term for the term 2024 to 25. For her, Toastmasters is a place to connect, collaborate, and celebrate a triple C each other. So, with this note, let me invite distinguished Toastmaster Aswathy. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Teena. First of all, thanks a lot for inviting me. This is very special, as you said. Puducherry Toastmasters Club is close to my heart because this was one of the uh, initial days when I took the mentorship for a club, and this was the first club. And I still see some of the members who are continuing this journey. So glad to see them, and of course, some new members too. So always nice to be back here. So today, you must have seen the title of the session. So it's all about a treasure hunt. Okay, so how many of you have played a treasure hunt game or know about treasure hunt?
I have played.
Played, okay.
And
Teena.
I have made others to play.
Okay, you have played and you have made others also. Can you all see my screen?
It says started screen sharing. I think no. Others.
Now?
Yeah.
Now
done.
we are able to.
Yeah.
Sure. So Teena says that she has played already and made others also get involved in the game. So what do you think? What is this game? Those who have never played, I mean, the name suggests the game, but still, I would like to hear from you. What do you think this game is all about? The treasure hunt. Come on. Treasure hunt.
Making people to get eagerness, what is going to be the gift.
Okay, fine. But let it be a simple answer. Like, what is a treasure hunt?
So there are clues, and you need to find something based on the clues.
Okay, so there are certain clues, a series of clues, and based on those clues, you have to find something, a hidden treasure. Okay, so have you all seen a treasure? Basically, treasure is always, you know, in a treasure chest. You would have seen this kind of treasure chest in movies or in cartoons or books, maybe. So this is an example. This is a treasure chest with a lot of treasure. You can see inside, gems, precious gems, and all those. Have you ever seen this kind of treasure chest anywhere? Have you seen in real?
We wish, we
We
only
wish.
wish.
Okay, yeah, same here. But for me, treasure chest is not what you see here. It is a different thing. And I'll show you my treasure chest that I have seen in real. It is this. Can you guess what is it?
Oyster.
Yes, fantastic. So I think pearls. Okay. Yeah. So to simplify, this is the actual picture. This is the oyster. So what you see inside these oysters, that round structures, these are the pearls. So basically, whenever I see this oyster, and when I first studied, I am a zoologist. So when I studied this in detail, the process, how these pearls are created inside the oyster, it really amazed me, and it felt like this whole thing is not less than a treasure chest, because it is creating a lot of treasure. And the fact that the oyster doesn't even know that it has something magical inside. It has something in its own body that is so strong, capable to create something very precious, that is the pearl. So whenever there is an adversity or there is a challenge in the form of a sand particle, it produces a secretion. The oyster produces a secretion in its body, and finally it produces this beautiful and precious thing called pearl. So I felt this is like a treasure chest. Okay, but after a few years, I mean, after my college days and when I started working, then I joined Toastmasters. And that is when I realized that Toastmasters, this amazing organization, is also a kind of treasure chest. Do you agree? All of you, do you agree or not with me? Yes. So I always felt that Toastmasters is no less than a treasure chest. It is something similar to what I found in that oyster. But before going into that, let me ask you that why did you all join Toastmasters? I need some quick answers, one word answers maybe. What was the reason that made you join Toastmasters? Or why do you think it is a treasure chest?
For
Confidence.
me, yeah,
I'm confident
To become extrovert.
to become extrovert.
to just speak our minds somewhere where people can listen.
Okay. Fine. So it's all about, becoming more confident, becoming proficient speakers or eloquent speakers, right? So I also saw Toastmasters as a platform where I can chisel my speaking skills. I can be a better speaker. But later, when I joined Toastmasters, I realized that there are many other treasures that is hidden inside this amazing platform. Of course, we have communication skills, one of the most important skills that we learn in Toastmasters. We also have leadership skills, which again, yeah, it comes in hand, with communication skills. Without communication skills, leadership skills are nothing, and without leadership skills, communication skills are not that impactful or effective. Another one is network. That is again a very important skill that we are getting from Toastmasters. And the very interesting one is edutainment. Edutainment, if you are not sure about this term, it is learning with fun. So our founder of Toastmasters International, he himself says that we learn in the moments of enjoyment. So, and Toastmasters meetings are the perfect example where at every step we are enjoying the process and then learning something from it. So, I felt that Toastmasters is a treasure chest, including which involves all these different types of skills, which are no less than treasure, right? But how exactly they help? Why do I feel that these are the treasures? Because whenever we are stuck somewhere at our work or we want to get ahead at work, right, we need something really important that can take us out of that situation. Whenever there are some problems or conflicts, can be at office, it can be at your home, both in personal and professional life, we need some important skills that can help us to come out of those problems. To navigate at work environment, we need so many other skills. Of course, conflict management is there, team collaboration is there, we need to strategize, organize things, we need to manage time perfectly. There are so many other things that will help us to navigate through our work environment. So all those skills to achieve our goals and purposes, of course, again, we need a set of skills. Navigate at home environment of our personal in our personal front. So all these areas, at all these avenues, we need a certain set of skills, and these are the skills that are connected to communication. The major skill that we need, or that can help us to solve these problems or get through or navigate through these things, is communication skill. But communication skill is not so simple. It is all about speaking, being heard, and also active listening, right? So, speaking is when we are talking to someone, we are sharing some message or sharing an information or persuading someone or inspiring someone. But it is very important that whatever we are trying to do is being heard by the other person, is relevant to the other person, it is impacting the other person. And that is what I meant by being heard or be heard. So it is not only about speaking, it is also about being heard. So that is why you all would have heard that it is important to know your audience, it is important to know what the other person on the other side needs or what they want from us. So once we know that, it becomes very easy. So speaking and being heard, of course, two most important part of this communication. And third, often neglected by many people, is the active listening. It is also an important part of communication. If you cannot be an active listener, when I say active listener, it is not about hearing someone, it is about understanding others with empathy. Only when you are empathetic with other people, you can listen actively, or you can understand what they need, what they are saying. So these three aspects are very important for any kind of communication. And when you learn all these aspects, or when you can ace these skills, you can actually get ahead at work, you can handle the problems and conflicts at your office, at your home, navigate at the work environment, or achieve your goals, or navigate at home environment. So all these things can be easily achieved. And then last but not the least, leadership. I always feel that communication and leadership are the sides of same coin, because if you are a leader, you have to, you need to have a strong communication skill. You need to have an impactful communication skill. You need to impact lives. You need to inspire people. You need to share a message or share a vision with your team members. And without good communication skill, it is not possible. And of course, if you are a good communicator, you are automatically becoming a better leader, because you are able to communicate the thoughts, the vision, the plan, the strategies, everything with your team member. So both goes hand in hand. That is why I have put it together. So I strongly believe that these are the most important things that anyone can utilize or use to grow in their life. And that is why I call all these skills as treasures. And this treasure is packaged in Toastmasters as pathways, right? So all of you are Toastmasters. I don't see there are guests. If there are any guests here, so Pathways is the education program in Toastmasters through which we learn these skills or improve or develop these skills, the communication skills, leadership skills, networking. So all these skills are learned through this curriculum called Pathways, right? So now the Pathways has more than 300 skills or competencies we can learn from this education program. All these skills, many skills that we learn here, they are directly applicable in our professional life, in our professional world. So it means that these skills are transferable skills. Transferable skills means you need not modify anything that you learn from here. You can just learn at your Toastmasters club and directly apply in the real world. So that is why they are called as transferable skills. You can just apply these skills right away. And these skills we learn through different methods like speaking, our prepared speeches, we have impromptu speaking, we have evaluation, and we have mentoring. These four are the pillars of learning in the Toastmasters meetings. Speaking, you will hear a speaker in today's meeting. I am speaking here. So these are the speaking opportunities that can chisel us as a better communicator. Of course, impromptu speaking, it is speaking on your feet when a sudden topic is thrown on you and you have to speak on the spot. Again, that is a very important skill anyone can have. Evaluation, again, a very important skill because it improves your critical thinking. It is not just giving a feedback to someone, but actually motivating the other speaker to do better next time. So it is the constructional feedback that we give here. Again, a very unique feature that we have in Toastmasters, which many a time is not utilized properly because we think that, okay, giving a sandwich evaluation is what we need to do. But more than that, it is very important that we are helping or standing along with the speaker, supporting that speaker to improve one step ahead so that the speaker can be better and come back next time doing something better. So that is very important. And again, mentoring. Mentoring is also a very important aspect of Toastmasters meeting. We all have been mentored by our mentors, and some of us are mentoring others. And this is something which is, again, very underutilized, I would say, because sometimes mentors, they don't realize what power they have to impact someone's life or to help someone to grow or transform completely. Some of you must be knowing that we also have an amazing program in Toastmasters called Pathways Mentor Program, which is done after level 2. Once you complete your level 2, you get this program called Pathways Mentor Program. And it includes two major projects. One is short term and one is long term project where you have to mentor someone. So it is actually a foundational course, you can say, to your mentoring or mentorship that you from where you can start with. So all of you, please do try. If you have completed level 2, please go through the project and make use of it, because this is such a fantastic program through which you can actually be practice being a mentor. You are helping someone and also helping yourself. So mentoring in Toastmasters is also called as reverse mentoring, where you are not only helping someone else, but you are also getting helped. So it is the learning happens both ways. So these are four pillars of learning from in Toastmasters through which you can actually learn so many things. Not only speaking, not only impromptu speaking, or how to evaluate perfectly, or how to mentor someone, but more than that, as I mentioned, there are 300 plus competencies that you can learn from these. So all those competencies are related or connected to all through to these four pillars. But there are many other options to go above and beyond with Pathways. Most of the times we just stick to the basic speaking, that we have a certain guidelines, we have to speak and finish the project. but it doesn't work that way. There are so many other options where you can go above and beyond to do much better, or to improve these skills. And I would like to share few examples. Most of you must be knowing, I see all of you are Toastmasters, so you would have done these projects. But these are some amazing examples, or the projects that you can take up to learn something extraordinary, prepare for an interview. Some of you who are in college, or preparing for an interview, or thinking of shifting your job and not very confident with the interview process, this is an amazing project that you can take up. So this is more than what you do as a regular speaker, or in a regular speech. Building a social media presence, an amazing project. Many a times we see that members, they skip these projects thinking that this will take a long time, I need to complete my level 1 or level 2. So the idea is not just to complete your levels. Idea is to learn something really amazing that is going to help you in your career or your professional life. You know that building a social media presence in today's world is one of the most important, or you can say the need of the hour. If you are socially active, you are present on the social media, you are actually connected globally, to the global audience. So this is a very important project that you can use. Create a podcast. Many members in our Toastmasters communities, you can see many people who are taking up this project very seriously, and professionally also they are doing. Manage online meetings. Of course, you know the benefits by now. Our club is running online, many office meetings are running online, so you can of course ace how to perfectly manage an online meeting. Writing a compelling blog. I would like to share my own experience that this project actually transformed me into a creative writer. I never knew that I could write something, because I had thoughts in my mind, but I never put those thoughts on paper. But while doing this project, I could unleash that skill in me. And later I saw that I became an author with one other Toastmaster, DTM Manju ma'am, who was there to support. So these are some projects through which you will never know that your own qualities, which is hidden inside you, exactly like that pearl, no, it will come out when you do these projects. So please go ahead and try these projects without skipping. I know the pathways, it asks to do only one or two, choose one or two from these electives to complete your paths. But I suggest all of you to try different electives, so that you learn something new or some different skill out of these electives. Then you can see moderate a panel discussion, speaking professionally, using presentation software. Again, very important. We all use PPTs. How creatively you can use. Now there are so many other tools that you can use, and you can try. And the best part is in Toastmasters, you can just experiment with so many things, and you can learn so many things, and you will know that whether it works or not. And next time in your office, in your college, or wherever you go, you can actually use those skills. Negotiate the best outcome. Again, a very interesting project. Leading your volunteer organization. Many of you must be associated with some volunteer organizations, some NGOs, so you can plan a very interesting project. Like I have, these are all some of the examples that I have tried and got something really amazing out of it. And these are all from my personal experiences. These are some pictures or tidbits from those projects that I have done. Speaking professionally is helping me a lot as a club growth director. When I was addressing a large number of audience, that was one project that built my confidence to stand in front of the huge audience and speak professionally wherever I went. And now I am a trainer, so that is something that is helping me. And this is the book that I was talking about, The Lady with the Magic Lamp. And I'm not exaggerating, but this happened only because of that project, which was writing a compelling blog. I maintained that blog for months, and still I am having that blog where I am writing my post. And not only that, you can write anywhere. You can write your post on social media platforms. It helps you become creative, more thoughtful, more mindful. And finally, I could write this book. And again, the global presence, the social media presence helped me to connect with many other organizations globally, where I could connect with leaders from many other districts in Toastmasters, outside Toastmasters. And these are some of the pictures that I took from some of the meetings where I was moderating the panel with the world champion of public speaking, and many other leaders from Toastmasters and outside Toastmasters. Again, this is the recent picture, one of the article that came in Toastmasters magazine in the July month, this July 2025. And all this happened because of these small projects or electives that I was able to do in the pathways. So this is a tried and tested method. You can just go and blindly try them one after the other. Please don't stop with one project just to get that tick in your pathways or the level completion. Go and try each and every project. Even if you complete your path, or even if you complete that level, please go back and try out those electives. And again, your leading your social or volunteer organization is the other project which I did for my DTM. I was associated with an NGO or and an orphanage, and I thought that will be a best project I could do for my distinguished Toastmaster project. And I trained around 150 students, children who were living in that orphanage, in life skills and soft skills. And that's how I led the whole project, of course, with the support of 10 amazing trainers who were there to help me. Some of them were Toastmasters, some were out of Toastmasters, but all of them, they supported me to do this project. So this is just a small example how you can go above and beyond your regular projects, or above and beyond your regular speeches, because Toastmasters is exactly like a treasure chest which will give you precious pearls in the form of these skills. And you can actually impact the community with the help of those skills. And how to do that? Very simple. This is the Toastmasters promise, which most of you must be knowing. You would have read in the club handbook, or someone would have presented in the meetings. These are very simple points. There are 10 simple promises that you can make to yourself to attend club meetings regularly. I'm not going to read every point, but these are the simple points which you can follow to actually unveil these treasures from Toastmasters. When you are regularly attending the meeting, you are learning at least one thing from each meeting. It can be the word of the day. It can be a phrase someone used. It can be a thought someone used. It can be a style someone has presented the speech, right? So you can learn something new. So that is why to attend your club meetings regularly. To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. Whenever the requirement is calling you, or whenever there is a responsibility to be taken, you step up as a leader. There you grow as a leader and you develop your leadership skills. So likewise, each of these points will give you that opportunity to unfurl or unleash that skill which is packed in the form of pathways in Toastmasters International. At the end, I would like to read a quote by Ralph C. Smedley, who said that your Toastmasters Club is your laboratory in which you try experiments in better communication. So he said this is like a laboratory where you can experiment, you can fail, experiments can fail, but still you are learning something that will help you to become better in communication, right? But I have my version of the quote. And I strongly believe that your Toastmasters Club is your laboratory in which you try experiments, you fail, you learn, and then you succeed, right? And it is not only about the communication, it is also in leadership, it is also growing your network, or also having fun and learning together. So, dear friends, these are the precious pearls that we get out of that oyster. Okay, and that happens only when the oyster is hit by a problem or an adversity in the form of sand particles. So, any challenge that we see in this Toastmasters platform, it can be a small role that we need to take in our club meetings or a bigger role out of the Toastmasters club. It can be taken as that challenge or that sand particle that will challenge you. And during that challenge, when you accept that challenge, you will see that you are bringing or you are unleashing some qualities that are already hidden inside you. So please welcome or embrace those challenges, and those challenges are nothing but they are the projects or the pathways that is there for you. Every project may look challenging, the elective especially, but please go ahead, embrace them, and you will see that you are learning something above and beyond the regular learnings. So I hope that you are thinking of doing something amazing after this. I would like to hear from all of you. Before that, this is a Mentimeter link. I want all of you to scan this link or go to this link. You can use this code, and please share your thoughts or share what is your next goal. And this is specific to pathways. If there are some guests, you can also mention what you want to learn or what will be your next goal, at least for the next 6 months, that you would like to work on. So I would like to see that the response from all of you. So please, you can click on this Mentimeter link.
Can you also put it in the chat, Aswathy?
Yes, I'm doing that. I have shared in the chat box also. So you all can click on it and share your responses. And also, if you have any questions or any thoughts you want to share, please feel free to ask.
I don't see a place where to enter comments. I see the question.
Yeah, I
But-
do.
Yeah, it directly shows submit option.
Okay. Sorry, I think there is a glitch. I'll share the link again. But meanwhile, you all can, if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. Maybe if we have time.
It's early morning for me. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Dr. Lakshman. At the moment, I'm in Auckland, New Zealand. I am from Pondicherry, but living and working here. I visited Pondicherry Toastmasters last time when I visited Pondicherry in December, January. I'm very proud of Pondicherry. I'm very proud of Pondicherry Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining.
So I have one question, Aswathy. So probably there are a lot of new joiners also. So I would like to know from you, how do you prioritize Toastmasters in all the other things that happen in the life, career, life, family. So especially you have been through all the leadership roles in the district, right? So it must be really you should have planned it well. So would you share some tips on how are you able to prioritize it?
Yes, definitely, Ashwin. Uh, I always believe that the priority list works based on our passion also. If I am passionate enough for something, I definitely make room for that. And that is how it works for me personally. And I'm really passionate about Toastmasters, not only Toastmasters, it's all about the continuous learning. So I always keep some time for that in my day-to-day life. For example, if I have a task to do, I I know that my day is packed. I will get up early in the morning. So I adjust my daily routine based on that, and I make sure that I do that. And some kind of works are like can be postponed for some time, and I do that. I do manage such things if the regular things that I do, but it can be postponed for certain days or hours. I always do that. I do that no mending of the routine on regular basis, and that's how I prioritize. If today I have to go to my daughter's school for something and there is uh, a Toastmasters meeting, I change that option. I go to the school and then uh, you know postpone the other thing, or will cancel the other thing. So that's how it works for Toastmasters also. Because I'm very much passionate about this whole process, I always try to at least if it is not for 1 hour, I try to attend it for half an hour or 15 minutes. I can reduce the time based on my availability or my time. So but I make sure that I do spend some time on regular basis, on daily basis. I don't think I have skipped any Toastmasters related work from past few years. Yeah, but time I definitely change. If not for 1 hour, I do it for 15 minutes or 10 minutes. But I never cancel or postpone it. Try to manage as much as possible. So it's all about how much you are passionate about some things. I think if you are
Yeah,
passionate,
true.
you will manage time.
True, true, true. Nice, nice. Thanks for the answer.
Yes.
Aswathy?
Yes.
Yeah, how long you have been in Toastmasters and what makes you continue Toastmasters?
It's been 5 years, more than 5 years now. And the only reason that makes me continue Toastmasters is one, is the people. Uh, People with whom I am connected. I learn so many things. I draw a lot of inspiration, lot of camaraderie, friendships. That is one thing which I cannot find anywhere else. And Toastmasters has given me that. And also, whatever I am doing in Toastmasters is giving me a new learning every time. As I gave few examples of the projects that I did, every time I'm trying a project, it can be a icebreaker also. I try a new icebreaker for a new path. It is giving me a new dimension or a new learning. So there is something new every time I do any activity in Toastmasters. So that keeps me going. So I know that there are a lot of things that I need to learn. So it's a continuous process. As we say, learning is a continuous process. So this is that process I am into. So at every step, there is something new to learn. And that's why my journey is still continuing.
That's nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nilofer.
Hi, ma'am. This is Bharti.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Is my voice audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You just said about one book which you published. Is there any other book you have published? And is it ready for release? Something like that are going to be published?
Yes.
And how you
So
started writing a book? What made you to think a particular idea to get it as a book?
yeah. So I started writing through the Pathways project. That is true story. I am not, giving just an example. It happened with me when I started writing blogs. I found the process very interesting, and I usually give speeches. Which is related to zoology. I take examples like how I use the pearl story today. All my speeches will have something like that. So I realized that I have a different style with which I speak. I should continue this, and that is how I started writing more. And this opportunity came through a friend, and I thought, why not? By then, I got some confidence in writing, and I joined with her, and I joined her and completed the book. After that, I was confident enough to write another book which is related to my research work. I'm a postdoc fellow, so I wrote one book related to my research, and now currently I'm writing another book which is related to the lessons learned from nature, like these examples that I use in my speeches. So it is more inspired by them. So that book is coming soon. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any, I mean, are you going to say this title of book now, or is it still to be a secret until it published?
Uh, no, it's not a big secret actually, but
Because most of the
yeah.
authors make it a secret one until it's published. Just the reason just asked.
No, no, nothing like that. It is not a secret. I have actually released the cover in social media pages. The book's name is Message from Nature, The Musings of a Zoologist. Message from Nature is the title. Yeah. So I will share the
Hi.
link also. Let me know if I'm over time, Teena, the timer.
Yes, actually, we did not introduce a timer. But it's fine.
Yeah, that's why I could not see the time also. Sorry for
Not a
that.
problem.
Uh-huh. So I will share the link in the box. You can do it later. And this is just to, reiterate your own self that these are the goals on which I'll be working for the next 6 months. Thank you so much, everyone,
Hi,
for.
Toastmaster Aswathy. I have a question. Are you open to answer? It's okay.
No, we
Okay.
can go ahead. We can go ahead. Yeah.
Uh, actually, I'm I have done my project 3 years back, but I'm still stuck up in the writing issue. So, can you give me some tips like how to improve my writing skills?
Do you write on paper, or how do you do it? How do you write your speeches? Do
No,
you
I
write
just
actually?
write. Yeah. I write it on. I have tried so many different things. I just cut, copy, paste, and I did it in Chat GPT. But I'm literally very stuck in a I'm very poor in writing skills. So can you help me how to improve my writing skills?
I suggest not to use ChatGPT now. I mean, maybe that will be helpful later to get some support. But now the idea is to improve your own writing skills. So try writing whatever you feel, whenever you feel. Sometimes when we force ourselves to write, that now I have to sit and write, that time the thoughts will not be in sync. So whenever maybe you are traveling in a bus or a car, or suddenly you are sitting and you get up in the morning, you're sipping a cup of coffee and you get some thoughts. Okay, these are the ideas that I can incorporate in my speech. Immediately write it down. It can be in a diary, it can be on your phone, a voice note or something. Immediately note down those thoughts. So that is one step that I follow and it works with me. And then write down once you get the points or the thoughts in place. Try to write something, a script, and please get a support from your mentor. If you don't have a mentor,
Mhm.
please get a mentor soon and trouble your
Yeah, my
mentor
mentor
as
is
much as
here.
possible. Share your speeches, whatever you write. I'm sure your mentor will be happy to help you to review your script and come back with better feedback. So that is how it's a slow process. Definitely, it will not be overnight change. It will take some time. It took time for me. I was not a creative writer at all, but following these small steps with the support of mentor, I could develop that skill. So it's just a skill that anyone can develop. I'm sure you would be able to do it too. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aswathy.
I think we are, running short of time. So thank you so much. Any questions I can take up later? You can connect with me. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you so much. And back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Teena.
Thank you. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Aswathy. So when Ashwati starts speaking, we will be, will not be behind the time. She's very sweet enough to answer each and every question on the right time. So that's how her character is. Thank you so much for joining us. And right now, we'll be introducing our general evaluator. General evaluator, I have read all your introduction, but still I have a one-liner for to study introduce you. He is a lifelong learner and passionate speaker, a leader who believes that when we communicate with purpose and lead with heart, we inspire positive change in the world around us. And he was honored with the Trailblazer Award in therapeutic innovation, recognizing his unique approach to combining his data insights and human development. So we have Dr. Bharati, Toastmaster Bharati, and over to you to introduce your timer, accounter, and grammarian and evaluation segment team.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Teena. So hereby, I'm introducing my tag team players who are actually powerful ladies of the day. Actually, three people are complete lady people, and I believe they have the power packed with their roles. First one, a timer Arul Jyoti, and then counter Hariprabha, and then grammarian Nitya. So, sorry for the due to time constraint. I'm just skipping their introductions. Uh, uh, Timer, can you please explain the roles and responsibilities for the today? TM Arul Jyoti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharati. So I'm Arul Jyoti. I'm your timer for today's meeting. Our theme is where new roots find home. A nice reminder that every new path we take, it may be challengeable or difficult, but it can lead us to the place where we feel safe, happy, and accepted. As timer, my role is to make sure that every speaker stays on track in their time journey. So think of me as your GPS guiding with you signals along the way. The green means you have started your journey, and yellow means you are nearing to your destination, and red means you have reached the destination. It's time to conclude. And the time limits for each segments are prepared speech for level 5, 18 to 22 minutes. And for evaluator, minimum 2 minutes and maximum 3 minutes. And tag role players, the time limit is 1 to 1.5 minutes. I will be sharing a timing report at the end of the session. So only speaker who reaches the destination within the allowed time will qualify for voting. So over to you, the sponsor of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arul Jyoti. And next, I'm introducing our counter. As a one layer, she is a dermatologist profession and passionate Toastmaster. Our counter, Toastmaster Hariprabha, can you please introduce your roles and responsibilities?
Yes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the guests. I am the accountant of the day. I will make use of each and every sounds you make as a filler sound. I will note it down, and at the end of the meeting, I will submit my report with how many how many air you used. Over to you, Toastmaster Bharati.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hariprabha. And the last of final one, Toastmaster Grammarian, Nitya Soundaraja. Can you please introduce yourself? You introduce your roles and responsibilities, please.
Thank you, Dr. Bharati. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Our theme today, where new roots find home. Just like the mighty banyan tree extend its roots from branches to form a vast resilient network, we too are constantly growing new linguistic roots to strengthen our communication. As a grammarian, I will be carefully listening for all the remarkable ways we use language. I will note those outstanding words, quotes, and memorable phrases, and yes, also any area where we might polish our English usage for even greater clarity and impact. Our word of the day, tidbit, Tidbit, meaning a small piece of interesting information or a small dish of pleasant tasting food. Synonyms: suspicion, bit of scandal, bit of gossip, or nugget, snack, or appetizer. Example: our guide gave us some interesting tidbits about the history of castle. Grandma always has a few tidbits for us when we visit her at lunchtime. I invite everyone to use tidbits in their speech and evaluations. I am delightedly waiting to share the collected tidbits while reporting. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Bharati.
Thank you so much for a wonderful explanation, Toastmaster Nitya Soundarya. And as I said, these three guys are all too strict in their responsibilities. So, guys, please be careful. Okay. And over to you, TMOD F3.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator and Timer Accountant Grammarian. So we'll be having our first segment, a prepared speech segment, and we have today speaker Toastmaster Yamuna. She is a homemaker, a very gentle woman, would say, and a passionate mentor for me when I started a journey of Charter Vice President of Education, because I received feedbacks from Toastmaster Yamuna ma'am on spot after the meeting ends. So that's how it is. So it is my privilege, and also I will be the evaluator for her speech also. So let me, read the speech objectives. She is delivering her project from level 5. The title is Faith, and the purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presenting a longer speech. So Toastmaster Yamuna, Faith, Toastmaster Yamuna. Timer, please note her time limit is 18 to 22 minutes. Okay, 18 to 22 minutes. So you can align your timing cards by maybe 18, 19, and 21. 18 green, 20 you can show yellow, and 21 you can show red. We can give a 1 minute of time so that she can wrap up her speech.
No, Toastmaster.
Yeah, thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster Yamuna ma'am.
Thank you, my evaluator, Toastmaster team. Now, do you people remember how the name of this thing was taught to you in your school? Anyone? Yes, Toastmaster Anto, please tell me your experience.
In my school, when I was studying 8th to 9th standard, the PT teacher asked me to take everything from the PT room. I thought it is most only he asked me to take only the badminton bat and the things. I thought it was for whole class, but he kindly some kind of treated trap to me, and he did ask me to force me to play this in the school. As I did, I escaped from most of the time. So this is one of the memory from school days with this bat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anto. Anything else? Anyone wish to share? Toastmaster Ketan thinking something. I am asking something basic from your kindergarten time. What do you call it first?
Yeah, iron rod connected with the nets.
Sorry?
Yeah, iron rod connected with the nets.
Okay, I I'll tell you my version. We say bat. So when the teacher tells BAT bat, she repeats for a few times, the kids get it. And towards the end of the day or the class, she asks the students to collectively say bat. Right? Most things we learn as small children, we repeat it in a chorus loudly, right? So, one thing that interested me from my daughter's school is they have something like this. Can you see? I have written LO. Can everyone see? You know what that is? It is called learning objective. So, since now I showed the bat, the learning objective for the day was how to pronounce bat. So, at the end of the day or the end of maybe a week, the children would have to write another one like this. This is the most important thing that I want to share with you today. I can. So, what would they write here? Maybe in bigger classes. Like, I know how to pronounce bat. Okay. So, I can is a very important thing in life. Okay. Now, coming to my story. This story, please keep in mind. One thing to remember, how repetition was there. Second thing, and the most important thing, I can. This is around 2000. Yes, around the year 2000. 99-2000. I had completed my 12th standard. And since my father was not happy with the entrance results, I was into a repeat class. And morning 8 to 1, I went for entrance coaching, and the evening I went for typing classes. So 1 hour every day I went for typing classes. In the meantime, the afternoon I was free. I sometimes used to study, sometimes used to read something or watch TV. Yes, indeed, I used to watch TV for the 11th and 12th continuously. I had my time totally packed. Actually, 8 tuitions, regular 4 tuitions and 4 for entrance. Physics, chemistry, maths and bio. So, this time I indeed studied well. I had it. But after about 6 months, I had a pain and a swelling in this finger. Little pinky finger on the left. You know why? Here, you know, all of you just have your mobile or laptop in front of you. You can check. For the alphabet A and Q, when you type, if you type in the typewriting method, A and Q would be typed with this pinky finger, small finger on the left. So, I had to press really hard for A and Q to be typed and to be written on, seen on the paper. Then when I was taken to the doctor, I was diagnosed with arthritis. So that was the first time I was knowing that I had something like that, and I was given some medicines. That time I had been to Ayurveda. But this thing of arthritis, I had known for quite a long time. My grandfather, my paternal grandfather, had been paralyzed on one side. My father has little bit. My father's younger brother too had it. So it runs in the family. I have been hearing since long. So there was nothing new about it. Then it took a few months, maybe 3 to 4 months for this to subside. And then I got into a college, which was actually 14 hours from the place, Trivandrum, where I lived, to Kasaragod, near Mangalore. So the climate was totally different. There, initially, I had no problem. And thankfully, for the first year where we were housed, it was a place, it was a house actually, with 2 bedrooms and a hall, and a kitchen and a storeroom. So thankfully, we since you know my name starts with Y, it was the last batch, and thankfully, since 5 people were supposed to be in the hall, there were only 4 people, and my roommates agreed to give me a wooden one. So it was well and good. And for the next year, I actually, we all had to go to another hostel. First year was placed separately to avoid drag. There also went well, but the third year, again for the room change, I got a steel cord. You all remember the green cord we have? That steel one I got. It paints around my neck region and sometimes around the lower back. So I requested my head of department to provide me with a new one. Yes, with these difficulties, yet I was very good at what I wanted to do as a student in college. How many of you have completed mechanical engineering? Just to mention one thing, it has nothing too deep into delving into mechanical. There is something called diesel engine which we have to start. You have to rotate the shaft and take the pull out of it so that the engine starts. It requires quite a lot of work. With all the difficulties I had, yet I was able to start it at the first time. And even now when I think about it, I am very happy because sometimes it is even difficult for boys to do it. So, then we didn't know it was such a thing. Sir asked us to do. We did it because I always used to give 100% to what I had to do. So, there also things can be sometimes because of the tension, the pressure, I had some itching also. The hair and dandruff was too much. But later, after the college years, it quietly subsided. Then, a year after college, I got married. Then also, I had not much difficulties with this arthritis. But before continuing further, I'll show you my namaste. Please tell me what you see. Can anyone see my bent fingers?
Yeah.
Yes. This happened in 2008. Then I was in Bombay. Initially, I had a little pain. I had a swelling just like the one I had the little pinky finger. So this was the point where I had the pain and I applied some ointments and I didn't get actually time to look into it because we were building a house in Chennai and we had to come there for a housewarming. So I totally neglected myself. And in a few months, it was really paining and it had also bent in a few months' time. The next year, I went to my hometown, Kerala, to have a Ayurvedic treatment. For 7 days, I would have the treatment, and 7 days, it is supposedly a rest period. So, the strict thing about Ayurveda is you should not have cold food, you should not have pickles, you cannot take curd, but you can take buttermilk after heating it up slightly. I used to follow it because I already knew those things from my family. Again, the next year during the same period, this is the period, July, August, that these treatments are in full swing in our hometown. Then I moved to Gujarat, Jamnagar. The very first year, for 5 months, literally, I reached there in November. From February, from the next September, I had a hard time with this arthritis. For 5 months, I walked like this. That was my stay. So thankfully, my husband's company had a clinic where one doctor for each thing, like one orthopedic for one day, pediatrician for another day, gynecology for another day. So for 6 days, they used to come. And I showed my condition of my leg over there. But I was not satisfied because there was no major improvement. Because the temperatures there were below 20 degrees for the winter months. And I was not used to it. And athletic people have their difficulty. And you know why? I would like to share some tidbits. It is also known as joint inflammation. So that is what you see here also. And it is inflammation of one or more joints, which can cause actually very difficult. The pain is really tough. And stiffness, yes. And the main solution for this is you have to take medication. Another is physiotherapy, and more of a thing which can help you on a daily basis, which I do, is yoga. It is not a complete solution, but this is one thing that helps you manage. Here, I want to ask the audience a question. Like, has there been anything in your life which you couldn't become an expert, but you learned to manage? Anyone?
My profession itself is like that.
Could you just elaborate a little bit?
Okay, so frankly, I did not like computer science. I was more into I liked arts, and in fact I applied for Loyola Viscom and all, but somehow I ended up in computer science engineering, and I joined an IT company. I did coding, all without liking for some time, and then slowly I had to like it, right? Somewhere I need to start liking it. That became my career. So I started managing it. I made myself believe that Ashwin, you like this, and slowly I started like, and I'm managing. I would say it's still not my passion or anything, but I'm managing it. So yeah.
Very thankful for that answer, because that is very much important for what I am going to tell later. So managing is a very important. Later, when I moved to UAE after the birth of my second child, there also a year later, my mother-in-law had come. She stayed with us for 3 months. Her taste for food is like that. She liked everything little bit tangy. So I had to add more tamarind to the sambar or any other variety of liquid gravy that I cook. But after 3 months, when she went back and I reduced the tamarind content, the meat pain which I had reduced. So that was a revelation that it was not suiting me, and I understood it in a difficult way rather. Then what I used to do is I used more of tomatoes. Sometimes where I could adjust with lime, I used that. And I had even had a dry packet of Indian gooseberry, Nellika. I put it directly into the sambar when only I had to eat it. So that was my way of adjusting to reduce the tanginess in my diet. And from there, later 1 or 2 years again, I had to undergo the treatment when I came to my hometown in July, August. But then later, my husband met one of his colleagues whose mother had the same difficulty, and she was treated by a very good doctor. She was available both in Bangalore and in Dubai. So he met her, and what I liked about her was, in a range of 1 to 10, we had to explain the pain level, 10 being the highest. And after a month when we came, after taking the medicine, where the rating we should give it again, and a few other questions, something related to this. And the atmosphere and the way she listened to us, she was a very good doctor. I had pain in almost all joints. That was my condition. Even now, see, this is how I can twist my right hand. And this is how much even now I can twist my left wrist. So that is my mobility. I had difficulty with this when in 2016, I just give me a second. See this plate? When I held the plate, it went like this. I couldn't feed my younger daughter. That was the strength of my left wrist. So that is when I started going to the doctor over there. There also I was given medicines, but later that didn't help me much. But when I came to this doctor, she checked all my joints. I had to do all those things, and she was very good. So she could identify where I had improved, where I needed improvement, etc. So as a lady also, she could understand my pain of not able to feed my UKG daughter. Then slowly she reduced my tablet content and I was very happy. But more than this, what was there at the back of my mind during these years was my family history was there. The 3 generations I knew had been with this condition. And so it will be with me. So during those years, I used to Google what arthritis is, etc., how this condition. Mine was called rheumatoid arthritis. And how this will be affecting in the long run. And the female members in our family used to say like, oh, what plight is this Yamuna in? What is she suffering? So all these added to it. So it took me a few more years. Okay, now I have to take care of my child. We were there 4 people, myself, my husband, my 2 children. None other is there to help me out. My husband had day shift or night shift all in the same week. I have to find some way out. And the first and the most important thing I did was I forgot thinking about my disease. I just did my work. Whether it was cooking, whether it was cleaning, whether it was teaching my daughter, or whether it was taking my children to classes. I did it all. I took my medicines promptly and the kind of food which was allowed for me to take. So, I managed my things. The only thing important was I didn't give more thought into what this could be, what others would be saying about. That was a very important thing. Because when I moved to Pondicherry, that was in 2020, I was so busy with, for the 1 month I reached there, I was busy unpacking. Morning I had Sanskrit classes for the basic level and another 2-hour classes in the evening for another advanced level. And in between, I had to teach my kids, I had to cook everything. My day was totally packed. And I had no medicines during the 2 years I stayed in Pondicherry. So I understood I was not taking medicines, yet I could manage myself. When I came back to Kerala, Kozhikode, I took medicines because still now I have a swelling in my left knee. But there was a problem like Nipah, still now it is there. So for 8 months I took the medicines, I couldn't go to that doctor. And I had to stop. Then I realized our condition is such that we are not staying in the same place for a long time. From birth, this is the 10th place now I am staying in. So it can happen. And every time I won't get the same doctor which I like or everything. So it is all in my mind. I might have to take medicines, that is another thing. But I can manage. That is one important thing. And the next thing, remember the first thing, story, learning objective, and I can there with the bad story. One thing is good, I learned how to say bad. But together with what the teacher has taught us, what the generation of people has taught us, it is stored in my mind, oh, this will happen, that will happen. That might happen, but we have to continue with life. So we have to have faith in ourselves with all we need to do. And yes, and the most important thing is, I can. So whatever it is, even if it is speaking to a big audience in Toastmasters, and the most important thing, continuing with life. Yes, I can. You are never short of any abilities. Your abilities are enough for you. Just keep working on it and managing. It's the most important thing. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Teena.
Thank you so much. A round of applause to Toastmaster Yamuna ma'am. Congratulations for that. And yes, we are back with our theme. So, yes, where were you? What was the theme we were discussing? We had an introduction part, right? Someone can, make me to ignite that so that we'll continue. Quick, we're running out of time. Hope I'm audible. Okay, never mind. So let me talk about, my journey in Toastmaster as, the routing part and the soiling part where I was. See, my real breakthrough after this table topic session attempt was my icebreaker speech. Imagine, I'm not sure none of them did this or even did that or never tried, because I practiced my icebreaker speech for 75 plus times, and I can recording myself again and again for 75 plus times. But you know what? I recorded only 1 minute of my speech out of like 6 minutes of speech, which I created. But unsure, after the 76th attempt, I said, I'm going to speak from my heart, not from the speech, scripted. So when I started delivering my icebreaker in the club, it was not a speech, it was just my arrival. From that moment, I started growing, not as a speaker, but as a leader. But still, wonder what? I participated in club level humorous speech contest in 2021 and a proud charter VPE of Puducherry, and I won that contest. It was not more than like, it's more than enough than holding a trophy in my hand. So that's how it is, from a member to a leader. And it did not stop there. After that, my level of journey started as several XCOM offices and then as an area director. And right now it is a proud moment of Centennial President Distinguished Division, past Division G Director. So it was more about, after this Division Director, what is next? Yes, it's more of giving back to the fraternity. So you're going to learn more and more about, the continuous part of the theme in the next session. So today we have a special moment. We have a special person. It's also my privilege to introduce this person in this meeting, is Toastmaster Aswin, my past Division G Director, who was also a founder of Puducherry Toastmaster Club, was given a complete guidance. What are the roles and responsibilities of a member, the roles, responsibility of a club officer to be held. And here and there, he acts like maybe a principal here and there, because, if you do a silly mistake in Canva, he'll be the first person to point out, because I have got so much of scoldings from Aswin when I was doing my multitasking with the Canva and Aswin. And right now, I believe I'm a bit of pro person to make a poster enough. So yeah, thank you so much for making me correcting in that particular point. So we have a special person, Toastmaster Aswin, to conduct the induction ceremony for new members. So over to induction chair, Toastmaster Aswin. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Teena. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Audible enough? Clear? Okay, great. So we are doing something like this for the first time in Puducherry Toastmasters Club. Thanks to our incoming VPE for mooting this idea. Anto. So inducting somebody formally actually is a process in Toastmasters, and some clubs follow that. So it is good that we are going to follow this from now on. The last 5 new joiners of our club are going to get formally inducted. So what is this induction? It's taking a pledge. It's taking an oath. We all would have taken oath at school, in college, in different places. So it's just a way for us to remind ourselves why we are here, what is going to be our duty, not just for the new joiners, but also for their mentors and also for all of us who are going to give that support to these new joiners to make them feel welcome. Right. So this is going to be just a very short oath taking ceremony. It's a very formal thing. So let us get started. The 5 new joiners are. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. As a member of Puducherry Toastmasters Club, I wanted to bring this discussion here. I need a 2 person to give me a first hand and second hand that the meeting is extending for another 20 to 25 minutes. So I need to have a first proposal from any XCOM or a member of club.
I propose to extend the meeting for next 5 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yes. Can I have a second person?
I would like to second that, Teena.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And Ashwin, we can't hear you. No, you're not.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was telling, as per agenda, we have time till 7 o'clock. So
Yeah,
I think we should.
still, we have excluded one part actually.
Yeah, table topics. Okay. So the last 5 joiners, there were new joiners in Puducherry Toastmasters Club for a while now. A lot of new joiners keep joining, right? But there may be even some of you might be relatively new joiners, but we are just picking the last 5 new joiners. And from then onwards, we will do this induction ceremony in a regular basis, right? So get ready. These 5, let me call out their names also. So the 5 new joiners are Toastmaster Nitya Soundarya, Toastmaster Arul Jyoti, Toastmaster Infant Anto Edin, Toastmaster Manikandan, and Toastmaster Nilofer Fatima Banu. Toastmaster Manikandan is not available. He has expressed his absence today. So we'll continue with the other 4 for the induction. All right. So let me start. Fellow Toastmasters, I would also request Toastmaster Anto, who is the Zoom master, to pin the new joiners. Okay, I think even I have this option. Let me spotlight. I request the new joiners to be on video. Thank you. So all right. Okay, I think you're able to see the new joiners clearly, right? Okay, let's get started. Fellow Toastmasters, it's now our duty and privilege to induct these 5 new members into the Puducherry Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion, both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills, and will now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve their goals. I'll now call on our new members. You can withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. Toastmaster, I'll just read all the names, and I want all of you to repeat after me. Right? I'll read it slowly, so you can just repeat after me, all of you together. So all of you, the 5 new joiners. You are joining a worldwide organization that has helped millions of people to learn and communicate more effectively. As the members of Puducherry Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping you and one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. or Vice President Education, have these new members given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told how the Toastmasters program works and is informed of the many benefits they'll receive as well as the obligations of membership?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, thanks. So it is it's actually interesting to see even the Vice President Education is a new joiner, but of course he's a new joiner to our club only. He's not a new joiner to Toastmasters. All right. So here we go. There are also mentors assigned by the Vice President Education for these new joiners. I will also read these mentor names and I'll spotlight them as well. So the mentor for Toastmaster Nitya Soundarya is Rovanti. Rovanti is not available today, I guess.
Yeah, she is not available.
Okay. And Toastmaster Arul Jyoti, again, Rovanti. And for Toastmaster Infant Anto, Teena Parthasarathy is the mentor. And for Toastmaster Manigandan,
mostly you will be the mentor for him.
Okay, I'll be the mentor. Yes, I am the mentor for Toastmaster Manigandan. And for Nilofer, it will be Toastmaster Bilal Sharif. So these are the mentors. All right, now over to the pledge. I request all the new joiners, new members to repeat after me. I, in the presence of my fellow members,
In the presence of my fellow members,
of Puducherry Toastmasters Club,
of Puducherry
Toastmasters Club,
make this firm obligation.
Make this firm obligation.
Attend meetings regularly.
Attend meetings regularly.
And prepare fully for each assignment.
And prepare fully for each assignment.
To apply myself to the projects.
To apply myself to the projects.
Outlined in the Toastmasters education program.
Outlined in the Toastmasters education program.
To participate actively in club activities.
To participate actively in club activities.
To evaluate others in a positive and constructive manner.
To evaluate others in a positive and constructive manner.
To build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members.
To build open and friendly relationships with
members.
And to bring other new members into the club.
And to bring
new members into the club.
So that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters.
So that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters.
So that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters.
Thank you. And now I would request all the others as well, all the members to repeat the pledge. We, the members of Puducherry Toastmasters Club.
We, the members of Puducherry Toastmasters Club.
Pledge to support you, the new members.
Pledge to support the new members, you.
In your quest for self-development. Provide you with positive, helpful evaluations. To maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere.
To maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere.
To give you opportunities to help others.
To give you opportunities to help others.
and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Your Toastmasters
Toastmasters.
rewarding
Rewarding and
Fulfilling
fulfilling.
experience.
experience.
Now, I would like all of us to give a round of applause in welcoming all the new joiners. With this, I formally induct the new joiners into Puducherry Toastmasters Club. And thank you, all new joiners. We wish you have a fantastic Toastmasters experience in this club. All the very best. And with this, I hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Teena. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aswin, the induction chair, for today for conducting this segment. And yes, so any questions here, anyone wants to raise about the theme or something? I did not finish my theme yet. I have some more to add on. So anything else? Any questions? Okay, fine. So after all the leadership positions and all those, thinking of, networking with people and everything, what comes next is the biggest question. People doesn't not think about, yes, my journey is ended. It's not about, me going back to the clubs and speaking about my education session of my experienced past. More importantly, what we give back to the fraternity is we need to mentor members. We need to charter some more clubs where we are need of public speaking and communication skill development for each and individual member of this, community. And moreover, it's not about traveling alone with your musics on. And more importantly, how do you manage your traveling part, about thinking about what else I can do as a best person, as a Toastmaster. It's a reason where you can make others smile, and this is a place where you can grow more. It's not, Toastmasters not give me a voice. It give me a, or give me other, or give others a platform to create voices from this fraternity. From me, from a member to a leader and a club officer, and as a division director or an area director, it has given me an immense pleasure of transferable skills of where I was in 2021, not thinking about what the next word has to be uttered from my mouth, to a corporates making me to be involved into a person to conduct open houses, to mentoring young members who were once like me, shy, unsure, silent, and I have witnessed the power of transformation. So let us also hear about more about transformation, from the form of evaluation. So we will have our general evaluator to come back to the stage to give his evaluation, and his tag team, that is Saimer, Accountant, Grammarian, for their report also. Over to Toastmaster Bharati, sir. Bharati, sir, are you there? Hello. Am I audible to others?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, I
you are.
think, yeah, Bharati, sir, are you available? Okay,
Okay,
no
maybe you
worries.
can continue.
Yes,
Yeah.
Teena, ma'am.
Evaluation.
Sorry, I got some network interruptions from
Okay, fine. Are you okay now?
statement. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, now I can.
Okay, so it is handovering the stage to you to conduct the evaluation segment, sir. Over to you.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much, TMOD. As I said, I'm extremely sorry for my technical glitch from my side. Due to some technical glitches and network glitches, I was unable to get to do everything from on time. And the overall session was good, along with the education session. And we have our induction chair and speaking section also. but our report will be submitted in offline, not in here due to time constraint. We are just skipping the reporting session as an offline one. And thanks each and everyone for participating in today's session. No, due to our multiple sessions, the time was a bit longer as we expected from everyday meetings. So let's make sure it will not happen again. And I will also make sure that to maintain my all the technical issues on time. So at an all time, everything. And that's it from my side. Back to TMOD, Topics of the Day, TM Teena.
So, Bharati sir, can I proceed only the speech evaluation? Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am, you can proceed only for
Yeah.
the evaluation.
Okay.
Rest of the evaluations, my tag team will proceed everything is offline, not in online.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, with the permission of General Evaluator, so let me start with my evaluation for Toastmaster Yamuna. Her speech title was Faith. My target speaker, Toastmaster Yamuna, kudos to you for successfully completing your project. Today, we were treated for a speech. It was not just heard that Toastmaster Yamuna, you titled Faith. It was a brilliant blend of your storytelling, your emotion, and audience connection. Would love to start with the commendations, which I loved the most was you hooked up the entire stage with a question, instantly brought in the audience, from the question inside to a classroom setting, recreating our childhood memory and making the Zoom platform into a typically, preschool classroom. So that is what I felt, because when you started off with your props, with your bat and a notebook stating LO, and you also brilliantly elaborated what is that LO stands. It's learning objective. It was simple yet powerful touch. Despite it's being an online mode, your facial expression, your hand gestures, your emotional variations was very, very clear enough. I I especially appreciate your use of fingers to express your points only spoke of pain. You enacted us and letting us know the discomfort as you walked across the small Zoom frame, portraying the pain of arthritis that was real and that was very raw. And also a big kudos of weaving in the word of the day tidbits into your narrative speech. And the mid speech question, you had another question to the audience, brought us back and re-engaged your attention effectively. As a Toastmaster speech, we'll be going back with a recommendation. One area you should consider is adding a repetitive tagline of affirmation like I can throughout your speech, because I heard it only 2 times, which can give a positive impact for the audience to believe in that whatever the pain is there in your life, that word gives you a more powerful acronym. Also, it's an online setting. We recommend you to use a laptop or a wider frame of your mobile device, so that some of the stage usage and movements were slightly restricted, because it was horizontal and it was not in a horizontal view. So where the expressions and gestures could have been shown very thoroughly. Finally, to sum up, it was a deeply personal, well thought out, and beautifully delivered speech. You combined your emotion, interactive, and your visual creativity in all your 18 to 22 minutes. Your faith in your story and the faith in your life was very inspiring while you're delivering the speech. Minor technical, enhancement would work a speech in a better way, more impactful. Thank you for reminding us, and thank you for believing me that I can to believe faith in our own life. So over to you, Toastmaster Yamuna. I hope this evaluation speaks very well for your forthcoming speeches. So I have a Toastmaster of the Day is my objective to conclude my theme. So without concluding, it is a I would say it's an end rooted. So I just wanted to give you ensure that home is wherever you go. If anyone wondering today, do I belong here in Puducherry Toastmasters Club or in Toastmasters? You already do, because This is a place where new roots find home, where this stage usage of failure becomes your foundation. Your voices nurtures you, not judged. And this leadership does not wait for perfection. It begins with courage. I can. So plant your roots, speak your truth, and watch yourself bloom in your real life. Maybe it might be a personal life, or it might be your professional skills also. So with this, let me hand over the stage back to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Bilal. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Teena, for that wonderful theme. And thank you so much to all Puducherry Toastmasters Club, to sacrifice your weekend for this 2 hours of session of learning and growth. And we had a wonderful session today. We had an educational session from DTM Aswathy, which was, I think, it was really useful, especially for new members, talking about what Toastmasters can give you. With that, I have one information. We are nearing to our milestone meeting. One second. Sorry, guys. Like I'm getting an echo from my wife's mobile. So we are nearing our milestone meeting, 200th meeting. So I could encourage the members, if you have any plans of creating a newsletter. There are some concerns which was raised during our MOT that we need to have a newsletter. So if we are about to, celebrate our 200th milestone, if you have any idea of creating a newsletter where we can feature all the, members of Puducherry Toastmasters, the moment it got started, from that till the time, what are the special moments we had, maybe you can come forward and be part of that initiative. With that, I could like to officially adjourn the meeting. People who want to network can still stay and have a conversation with your fellow Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you to great President and Division Director Pila. And I request everyone to be turn on the video for a group picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anto, we have switched on our video. Is it like power off in your place?
Let me turn on the lights. I forgot to turn. Now it's fine.
Yes.
That's me. All set. I think still Bharat didn't.
And so, no, I have some LAN connection issue. I'm just pulling out my wires here, so I can't turn on everything. Okay,
Just turn on our avatar.
Turn on my avatar. Oh, that will be fine. Just a minute, please. Give me 2 minutes, guys. My avatar is still loading.
That's okay. I think our Zoom master will stitch it digitally later.
With the help
Why
of
avatar? We can stitch his actual face itself later.
See? Wow, very nice.
This is my avatar. So instead of my absence, he will be there.
This is not acceptable, Bharat. Okay, this time you are excused.
So, all set. Can we take?
Even Memona mem also has the same kind of avatar. Okay. And he's also reading my lips, and based on my lips, it will give the information, everything.
Yeah. Those things we know, but you cannot escape like this every time.
So just give me a minute for taking
okay. One punishment. Okay, quickly screenshot.
Screenshot taken.
Yeah.
Okay, whoever is having this avatar, they are gonna dress like this same for our milestone meeting. Okay, done.
In person.
In person.
Yeah, Bilal will be. What is that animal, Bilal? Rabbit, huh?
Bunny.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he will bring the costume.
Okay, have we stopped the recording?
Sorry.